On May 10th, US President Donald Trump stunned the world by abruptly announcing a ceasefire between India and Pakistan before either country had officially confirmed it. The declaration followed 4 intense days of missile and drone strikes across the border, escalating fears of a wider conflict. The ceasefire was first made public by Washington rather than New Delhi or Islamabad, left global media scrambling to understand the backchannel dynamics and who was truly behind the diplomatic breakthrough. Joining me now is Mr. Ankush Bhandari, who is an accomplished author and public speaker known for co-authoring books on geopolitics, writing over 100 articles, and appearing as a panelist on leading media platforms. And he is going to unpack what led to this moment and what it means going forward. Right here we have with us, that is Ankush Bhandari. And Namaskar, kaise hain aap?
I'm very good. Thank you, Priyaji, once again calling me on your channel. I appreciate that.
थैंक यू सो मच. तो बात करते हैं कि आप अपना व्यू पॉइंट बताइए. व्हाट रियली लेड टू दिस सीज फायर? व्हाट हैपेंड बिहाइंड द सीन्स?
That's a very good and intriguing question because, there are many theories which are going behind the scene. Pakistan is claiming that we won the war and India get down. And on the Indian side, if we see, they are saying that if you see the latest teleconference of our air marshal, our Navy chief, and everybody, they said that because the things were so bad in Pakistan that they called us at 1 o'clock Indian Standard Time, and they were waiting for 2 hours because our Indian military was busy planning for the next blasters done on the Pakistan, and they waited for 2 hours, and then at around 3:30 Indian Standard Time, the main DGRO, they talked with each other, and then they said, okay, we don't want to have any further fights. And if you see the American theory, what the President Trump tweeted, or J.D. Vance, or Secretary of State Mark Rubio, they are saying that it was a nuclear holocaust, which they have prevented, because if you see between the words what President Trump has said, that I have prevented millions of people, to have perished. So that's very, questionable. So that's one third theory. The fourth theory which is going on says that America has already deployed its aircraft, which is very much useful for, or which is used for, I would say, for radioactive, to check the radioactivity over there, the isotopes. If you remember, in 1986, in May, some Chernobyl has happened in Ukraine and the erstwhile Soviet Union. So they are saying that yes, they are suspecting some radioactive isotopes are there in the region around there, especially near Kairana Hills, which is around Islamabad and Rawalpindi, their main military headquarters of Pakistan. And obviously Islamabad is the main capital city where every big, people live there, whether it's Prime Minister, just Chief Justice of Pakistan, or President, or anybody, they have their parliament. So they were very scared. On the last theory which I read over there is, they said that the ears are going in a direction that they are bringing that to India at that time. So what happened is, when they called, they said, hey, you have already hit our nuclear arsenals there. Or I will not say nuclear arsenal, nuclear sites there. So it's not good, because we need to have some stoppage here, because the air is already flowing in your area, and we are not sure how it is going to happen, because India has hit Noor Khan, Sargodha, Jacobabad, Bholari, and Kairana Hills, and all these are Pakistani military and nuclear sites. So a couple of weeks back, or 2 weeks back, I have on the LinkedIn posted that, is At that time I mentioned India, Israel, and US working together to denuclearize Pakistan. I put a voting over there,
Hmm.
and many people said yes. 88% of the votes say yes, because at that time, as what I understand geopolitics of South Asia, I think that's a clear message that Indian government, the Modi administration, want to give to the world that no more threats of nuclear strikes on India. We can come right into your heart,
Hmm.
bombard your nuclear sites, and denuclearize you within 23 minutes. That's how the operation goes. 23 minutes.
Right. Right.
So,
So,
so that's. Mhm.
अंकुश, लाइक अभी तो सीज फायर हो गया है और बोथ इंडिया और पाकिस्तान जो है दे आर क्लेमिंग विक्ट्रीज, दे आर सेइंग कि हमने जीता. तो टेल मी, व्हाट डू यू थिंक विल हैपन नेक्स्ट?
See, to be honest with you, uh, first of all, war is a war. Nobody wins, nobody loses, right? Because war is a war. That's my strategy. But if you see, I think India has achieved much more what they were expecting, or what we as an Indian American or a common Indian was expecting. Because if you see the word Sindhur, right, you know the value of Sindhur, right?
Right.
So that Operation Sindhur has really achieved, in my sense, if you ask, much more.
अच्छा.
We were able to hit a terrorist site, the 9 major terrorist sites, Bhavalpur and Muridke, which was the breeding ground of terrorism. They have the terror facilities where the terrorists were recruited, trained, and even they were given awards when they achieved something what was given to them. So can you so that's why if you see that picture which Mistry ji, the foreign secretary, has shown, that when a terrorist was dead, because 10 relatives of that terrorist is already gone, right? So they were giving a full state honor. The state honor is given to whom? To a political figure or a person in who passes when on the line of duty. Only 2 reasons. All over the world, the state honor is given, but to him, or I will say to terrorists, they were giving the state honor, wrapped in a Pakistani flag and big salute and all those things, which shows that it's not a terrorist organizations which Pakistan consider. They consider it as their own part of the army, like a different unit. That's why Prime Minister Modi in his doctrine has really mentioned, it's the Pakistan army, it's the Pakistani government or the terrorist group. We don't care. For us, they are the same, because that picture has spoken millions and billions words, because it means they are okay to have them grounded in their country and then shamelessly say we are doing it for the foreign land, for America and Britain and the Western part. No, you are doing it for yourself. It's not 1979, Mr. Foreign Minister of Pakistan. It's 2025. We have a social media age. We are not still living on the newspaper like they very bluntly tell the lies in 1971. The Dawn, which is one of the most reputed newspaper of Pakistan. You know what happened in 1971? On 16 December 1971, the Pakistan army surrendered. And it was not 93,000 men. I myself have spoken with Jacob, the General Jacob, when he was the governor in Chandigarh. He said it was more than 100,000, approximately 128,000 Pakistani soldiers, which has been surrendered. But under international pressure, India said 92,000. So, if it goes from 100,000, one digit adds, right? So it's a big reason. No country has surrendered even in 2 world wars, okay? So they have on 17 December, they said, oh, we are winning the war and we will die till we win. And they have already surrendered. 16, it has happened. On 17, you are publishing this, so you can very well see how big liars they are. Even the word lies seems smaller, because it's a balanced lie. So, coming to your question, that do you think who will? I think India achieve what it can. It tells Pakistan. India has achieved manifold. Let me summarize it. Number first, it tells Pakistan government, you are supporting terrorism, so you are a part of terrorist group. We don't consider you as a separate entity. Number second, it tells the world very important messages Indian armed forces have given to the world. If you hit us, we will hit you. We will annihilate you. We will wipe you out from the world. Very important message. The same message like Israeli Air Force gives, right? The third important thing which Indian government has said, your nuclear sites are not far from us. We can come, we bombard you, and we will show you where you stand. The fourth message is given especially to the Chinese government. Your systems are just a tiny toys which our kids play in the houses. They are nothing for us. Number fifth, they have shown the world the power of Indian military today. Now we have the fourth or fifth largest military budget in the world, but they have shown we have BrahMos, they have used, tested, it worked very well. They tested Rafale, worked very well, smart oriented. They tested S-400 system. It was enormous and it gives very nice results. Nothing was hit in India. They test fired Akash system, Akash shield system. It fired. So they have achieved many, and moreover, the Navy was already over there, and they were just waiting when to go and attack Karachi. So they have already shown that our triad is in use, and if required, we will use it and annihilate you, and you will be out of the world.
Ankush, as you said, Pakistan, it continues to rely on the terror groups as part of its strategy. So do you see any chance of them changing course, becoming a more normal country with a stronger economy?
You remind me of a speech by by Prime Minister, what is his name, Sharif, right? Shehbaz Sharif. You know what he said once? We will go and become the world power. Okay, you are already 73-year-old, Mr. Prime Minister. Let's say for a second, let's assume hypothetically that Pakistan becomes the energy power of the world, manufacturing hub of the world. Can you surpass India economy of $4 trillion? Approximately 4, 3.97 is almost 4, right? $4 trillion. You don't have $1 trillion economy, sir. Can you surpass that? Absolutely not. If you keep on putting your wealth, your money, your resources, your people, so how the country progresses? 3 M's: men, material, and money. All the three you are putting on the terror camps. Just because you want India to bleed with 1,000 cuts. That's what your strategy was. When you lost Bangladesh, that's what you said. We want to bleed India with 1,000 cuts. But you tell me one thing: are you able to bleed India in 1,000 cuts? Absolutely not. In fact, I will say Pakistan is dying the death of 1,000 reasons. Because their economy is shambles. They have more debt ever in the world. Their people are living enormously, the educated one I'm saying, even uneducated one. Countries are closing doors to Pakistan. UAE, Saudi, they said we don't need beggars. We need people who can work here. Leave America, Canada, and all the G5 or the G7 countries. No, they even don't like them, and they are also putting a big no to them. And I don't know where these people live in a Disneyland. If you talk to any Pakistani here, sorry, I don't want to be here at racist or something, they still say, oh, we have the biggest army. What army you have? They have lost 48. They have lost 71. They have lost 65. They have lost 99. They have lost now. They have lost surgical strikes both. in 2016 and 2019. So what type of army you have? Only to kill your people? What they have done, the Hindu genocides in Bangladesh, or at that time East Pakistan, or what they are doing with the Balochistan? More than 500,000 Baluchi people have vanished or killed. They have raped thousands and thousands and thousands of women. Every day the rape is going on. Every day the murders are going on. And then you are saying that you have the biggest and the strongest army, you have the biggest and stronger intelligence agency. If you have the strongest intelligence agency, don't you know that India is going to attack you on the night of May 7th? And these are the terror groups they have. Where were your systems at that time? So I don't think they are, unless and until people stand together and say, enough is enough. We need food, we need clothing, we need good education. I don't think, honestly, Priyaji, that Pakistan is going to change. People can only change it. That we don't, like, they have already revolted, I think 23, 23 when Imran was put in jail. They revolted against army, and army was, oh my God, the earth gone from their feet. They said, what happened? Because army was just respected like the God over there. But people stand and say, no, you can't do this. Enough is enough. And what they did, they put martial law against against these people and put them in jails, and thousands. And you must have heard of what's going on. There was a news all over a couple of days back. They said Imran Khan is raped by an army general. Come on. Which age or era you are living in? So people of that mentality, do you think they can prosper? I still remember what Vajpayee ji has once said. We cannot change our neighbors. So India can't change the neighbor with such a low mentality. You have become like a puppet. First you were puppet in the hands of America. Now you're puppet in hand of China. Tomorrow somebody else will come, you will become their puppet. So now, earlier you were with, Saudi Arabia, UAE. Now they have kicked your back. Now you are saying, Turkey. What message you want to give to the world? Leave your people to the world. Means you should have some diplomacy. You should have some common sense. You show the pictures that we have with 5 Rafale. The pictures were long back of Sukhois and all those plane crashes which happened in India in 2016, 2019, 2020. You just show the fake pictures. And then you say you are a true Muslim. True Muslim always tell lies, kill their own people, rape their own women. Is that the true Muslim does? You want that you are the champion of the Muslim Ummah? Really? I highly doubt that. I'm sorry, but I highly doubt that Pakistan will come out of that mental cult which they are in. They are already dying, death of thousand razors, and they're not understanding that.
So,
and I can tell you, I will just take 10 more seconds, PIG. I can tell you by 2035, that's my analysis. Pakistan will be divided into many, many parts if this continues. Balochistan will take its own way. Gilgit-Baltistan will take its own way. Sindh will go their own way. Punjab will go its own way. You can't have a country where only dictators never have succeeded. Soviet Union collapses. You see what happened in Iraq, what happened in Libya with Gaddafi. No, this is a dictator. So dictators can't survive. No.
So, Ankush, like I was reading somewhere, like Pakistan says that it wants to talk about like Kashmir, it wants to talk about water, while as Prime Minister Modi wants to focus on terrorism, he wants to focus on a POK. So, with both sides so far apart, is it a meaningful dialogue even possible?
That's possible if you can ask me. See, we have only one condition. India has always put one condition since 1990s. Stop terrorism and let's sit together. Pakistan always has a complaint that India has not recognized Pakistan as a different country. Vajpayee ji take that step. He goes on a bus, he go to Nishane, Pakistan in Lahore and say, see, I came here. Now you don't have this question that India still don't recognize Pakistan. We recognize Pakistan.
Hmm.
Modi ji went in 2016 to, he was just returning, I think, from Afghanistan or somewhere when he got a call from Nawaz Sharif that, hey, my granddaughter is in marriage, can you come? He said, I don't have a visa. I don't have a visa. I don't know if you have read or heard, Shishma Suraji, he called Shishma ji at that time, and Shishma ji said, yes, you can go because that's my advice, but don't be there for more long because we don't have the security set up over there, you know,
Hmm.
because going at Prime Minister, you have Indian protocols also have to be followed there, right?
Hmm.
Indian security.
Right.
So he said, okay, that's fine. So coming to your point that you think we can sit together, it's easy to sit if army don't work, but the government work.
Hmm.
We don't need a puppet government there. We need a real government with a real balls who can say right is right, wrong is wrong. Let some sense prevail in Pakistan army, I will say, because this is the only country which the army has. Otherwise, the country has army, but this army has a country. So they will think what they have gained in just 3 days, accept losses. And if they keep on continuing the terrorism, they are just digging their own graves slowly and steadily.
Right.
And when that grave go too long, too deep, it can't be filled up.
Right.
So that's my understanding, and that's my fear too. That because if we want progress in India, we want a stable South Asia.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So for a stable South Asia, we need all our neighbors to prosper. If neighbor prospers, you prosperous with them.
Hmm. Hmm.
And if you see, Pakistan is the only country left where India doesn't give any money.
Hmm.
Bhutan, Nepal, even Bangladesh. Even if you see Sri Lanka, when it was in debt, India gave $2 billion as a relief.
Hmm.
If Pakistan stop all this nonsense, what they are doing right now, I am pretty sure Indian government will spend couple of thousand or couple of million or $1 billion in Pakistan as they have done in Afghanistan. Now, if you see, Afghanistan have Taliban's, right?
Hmm.
They are coming back to India that you have built our dam, you have built our parliament, you have built our hospitals, you have built our roads, our network. Can you please, you have stopped 200 projects. 200, Priyaji, in small Afghanistan.
Right.
200. Can you start working on those 200 projects again, which you have stopped in 2021 August? And India is thinking, okay, so I don't know what's happening, but we will get the news that India started, maybe it's not 200. Slowly and steadily, they start all the projects. India is also not only doing that; they are also give the training to their cricket, to their hockey, every game, so that people prospers.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's what Pakistan need today.
Right.
They need to invest in their people, not in the terror group. They need to invest in their cricket teams, in their hockey teams. They need to invest in their women, in their child.
Hmm.
you know,
Hmm.
so that they can, what was it? Sparko was the one, like we have ISRO, they have Sparko, right?
Hmm.
Sparko was started long back before ISRO. And where is Sparko and where is ISRO?
Hmm.
We are planning to conquer the whole planet system, and they are still asking China to put their satellites into orbit. That's the difference we have.
Hmm. So tell me, do you feel like this ceasefire is going to fall apart, or no, it is going to stay?
110%. It's already falling apart.
Hmm.
If you see, it's already falling apart. It's only that because India also don't want to kill these people, right? They never attack the like they are attacking many places in India, like Jammu, even in Punjab.
Hmm.
Common man they are attacking, right? But India never attack a common man. They just attack the terror camps.
Hmm.
They just attacked the army bases when they started putting attacks on Adampur. They said that we have taken off S-400 system. Today, Prime Minister Modi went to Adampur where the S-400
Hmm.
system was there, and it was every media channel was showing, "Hey, our S-4 system, 400 system is absolutely right. Nothing has happened to it."
Hmm.
So, uh, the ceasefire, which Bajwa and our general has said we want to have a ceasefire for 100 years. First, they have to stop that. Instead of and have to have some common sense
Hmm.
prevail in there, which will say, okay, we haven't gained anything except the big creators which has dug in our house, in our driveways or in our flyways. They have lost couple of aeroplanes. And I still remember when our general said we were there to inflict, we were not there to count the bodies. We don't know how many have died, but we are pretty sure that more than 100 terrorists are
Hmm.
dead. So we don't know what impact they have on the military bases. Means they should know, but they don't want to tell in media,
Right.
because otherwise, yeah. So that's what I'm saying, that ceasefire needs to happen. It's not only beneficial for Pakistan, it's also beneficial for India too,
Hmm.
because you have one focus, right? Your brain can work in one direction. If you because just recently we have AI conference, we have conference for media which happened in Mumbai, right? So
Hmm.
India want to become a hub for media. India wants to become a hub for AI. India wants to become a hub for microchips which are used in everywhere. So we need to invest money and resources over there instead of money and resources on stupid neighbor like.
Hmm.
So that's the thing. I think they some common sense should prevail now in Pakistan, saying that enough is enough. They are not getting anything out of it.
Hmm.
They are not getting. They are being questioned in the UN from the last time when they asked that India has become a warmonger. The union, the countries, the representative of the country, question very hard question to Pakistan. They have no answer.
Right. Right.
They said, "Do you have terror camps?" They didn't answer. "Do you know these people? They are roaming freely in your country." They don't have answer. "Do you know these are terrorist organization which has been done by UN?" They were no, 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 no. So that's what the thing. That's what these people should understand. That now enough is enough. India is not bleeding with your 100,000 cuts, but you are dying 1,000 razors with 1,000 razors. They need to understand that.
Ankush, I would like to thank you. Wish I we could talk more, but we are running out of time, and would like to thank you again, once again, for coming to ITV Gold and talking about this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Priyaji.
Thank
Namaste.
you. Namaskar.